Hey everyone, this is month 2 of our video newsletter and I am bringing to you home workouts. Whether you don't have a gym membership or maybe you don't have time to go to the gym and come back to the house, maybe your kids are sleeping, this is a workout that you can get in at your own home. There's no equipment needed minus these two lovely paper plates that I have labeled so no one throws them away. And you can reuse these as often as you want. If you do decide to ride on them like I have chosen to, don't put that down on the floor. I do not know if that would transfer to your carpet, and I am not responsible for that. So keep that feet up. Alright, so this requires no exercise equipment except for the paper plates. We're going to do 2 circuits. Circuits are when you repeat exercises back to back to back. And because we are at home with no treadmill, no elliptical, no dumbbells, this is a way for us to get our heart rate up where it needs to be without all of that equipment. So in my first circuit, I have 4 exercises, technically 5 because there's 1 on each side. So 4 to 5 exercises, and you can do those timed. You can do them for 12 reps, 15 reps. It's kind of fun. You can play around with it. Depends on what you want to do that day. I will probably do them for reps today. And I will give you a suggestion for a free app for a timer. That's really good. So, circuit, we're going to go through each of these 5 exercises and we're going to repeat them 4 times. So it's going to be 4 rounds. So exercise, 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 repeat, and do that 4 times until we're laying on the ground. And then you'll rest about 2 minutes. And then we have another circuit and we're going to do that one the same thing. I will go through and I will demonstrate these exercises and then I'll show you how to go through the circuit, and that'll be that. So I hope you guys enjoy this workout and let's get to it. Our first exercise is going to be a chair squat jump, and the reason why I want to use a chair is simply just for a reference point. I find a lot of people, as they get tired, they tend to make this their squat jump versus this. So with a squat jump, I obviously want you to go to a full squat and then jump up as high as you can. So the chair is going to help you just know how far to go down each time. And by slowly going down and tapping the chair, I am using a lot more muscle because I'm not just sitting. It's a lot easier just to fall and sit. But we're going to control it, tap, and then you're going to explode up. Tap, explode up. Okay, next exercise is an upper body, and these are called dips. They're a lot more for your triceps. I've seen a lot of programs lately use them for your shoulders or even your chest, but a lot of it is going to be tricep, and we're going to use a chair. So you're going to sit on the chair, put your hands on the edge of your chair, and then you're going to slide your butt out. So your arms are suspending you above, and notice my butt is against the chair right here. I'm not going to be out here, I'm going to be right here. And all I'm going to do is go down and then up. And you can see that's going to work on that little horseshoe, what they call the horseshoe on the back of your arms. This also makes for summer really nice because it tightens up the back of your arms. Okay, so again, sit off the chair, lower your butt, and push it right up and get those straight every single time. Alright, so this is our side plank. So we're going to do each side, of course. No one likes to be lopsided. So with the side plank, it can be done, again, on your toes or your knees, similar to a push-up. First, you're going to line your elbow directly underneath your shoulder. This causes a lot of discomfort if you're all the way up here. So you're going to line that right up, and that's going to give you the most support. And then the biggest thing I see that people do wrong with this is their knees are all the way out in front of them, and I'll show you from the side view, and instead of directly lined up. So there should be a straight line from your shoulder to your hip to your knee. So we're going to push them back and push my hips forward a little bit, and with the side plank, all you're going to do is go up and hold it as much as you can. And if you feel like you've got your elbow in the wrong spot, you can just kind of inch it in and then go back up. And you're going to just push your hips up as high as you can. Your obliques right here should be flexed. So I always kind of like to hold that and make sure I'm doing it correctly. and you're going to hold it here. Now, if you have really strong obliques, then you're going to straighten out, toes, knees, hips, shoulder, all in line, and then we're going to hold up. I always have to rearrange my elbow. I think it's right, and then I plank and it's not. So here you go. Here's the knees. So knee, hip, shoulder, up. And try not to let this shoulder fall forward. That's why you always see me hold my hip, is so I try to keep this all in line. And then here's your toes. Okay, it's that time we can use the paper plates. Okay, so paper plate mountain climbers. Yes. Necessary evil. We are at home. We can't just run on the treadmill. We can't just do the elliptical for 20 minutes. So we're gonna have to do those exercises that not a lot of people like. Mountain climbers are one of those. So mountain climbers are going to be good for cardio, getting your heart rate up, but you also have to suspend your body. So it's going to be working all of your arms, your chest, your core, your legs. It's pretty much a full body, and hence the reason why people don't like it. So you are going to put your plates down on the floor, letters up so we don't stain the floor, and you're going to put your feet on them. And I'm just going to use my toes. And then you're going to suspend yourself in a straight arm plank, basically. So you're going to get yourself here. Now, not here and not here. Okay? And then you're going to alternate your legs. Like this. As people get tired, they tend to raise their butt up in the air. I want you to keep that flat in here. All right, walkout planks. Probably one of my favorites. It is a core exercise as well as an upper body exercise. It's kind of like a plank. It's going to suspend and tighten all those little muscles in your core to help you get a stronger core. Now, as you get more flexible and as you get stronger, it will change. So very beginning, I like to start people out kind of a wide stance. And a walkout plank is you're gonna start in this position, and you're going to walk your hands out to a plank and then walk yourself back. And then we're going to repeat that. I'll show you from this view, and then I'll also show you from this view so you can see where my hips are and everything like that. So wider stance, especially if you're not very flexible, you're going to go down and you're going to walk yourself out, keeping your legs straight. Stop right before your hips start to dip, and then push yourself back up. So I only have you go up, push yourself off the ground just so there's no carpet touching your fingertips, and then go back down. So this is what one full rep will look like. Walk out, walk back, push up, go back down. Now from the side view, you are going to walk out, legs straight, keep your core tight, 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 arms straight, stop here. And if you have to videotape yourself to see if your hips go like this, you can, but you want to stop here, keep your core tight, walk yourself back, no touching, back down. So this one is called a side lunge, and we are literally going to just lunge to one side, and I only have you do one side at a time and then do the other side, so it's easier to count. Otherwise you go 1, 1, 2, 2, and you get lost. So side lunge is you are going to take a big step, really, really wide, kind of like our walkout plank, and you're going to go to one side. Now notice this leg is straight, and this foot can even kick up a little bit too if you want to, but you're going to bend towards one direction. So lunge and back up. It's almost like, they call it a side lunge, but it's kind of like a side squat kind of thing. So the key thing with this though is the direction you're going. I don't want your knee past your toe. Sit down, back up. That's one. Down and two. I always do this ballerina thing with my hands. I don't know why. So from your view, when you're doing a side lunge, this is what it looks like. And you try to get low enough. The ballerina helps you balance, so you can do the ballerina arms. Up and there. Okay. All right, next, push-ups. Nothing really fancy with this one. You can do them on a chair. I don't really like this just because the chair tends to be too narrow for me. So you could do this. This is gonna be easier than flat on the floor because I'm raised more up in the air. Lunges you. And if you can do like 3 or 4 push-ups on your toes, do it. Then drop to your knees. Let's start with the toes because that's our goal, okay? So hands just a little bit outside your shoulder. And then you're gonna get up on your little plank position and you're going to push down and then up. And when I do this, what I find too is a lot of people want to put their elbow way out here, and it's not. It's just going out naturally, and then I'm coming back up. So it's kind of like a 45-degree angle for my shoulder. Okay, so that's your toes. Or your knees. Same idea. Body is straight, chest is going down, up. We're not doing butt in the air push-ups, and we're not letting our hips dip. So even though these are for your chest, it's also going to be working your core because I want you to keep that straight. All right, this one is going to be a leg exercise and another cardio exercise. Very similar to our mountain climbers. So it's going to get your heart rate going, but it's also going to be working those legs. They're called hopscotch. Take us back to elementary school, right? Okay, so start with your feet together. You are going to jump out to a wide stance and then squat down and then jump back up together. And it's not going to be that choppy either. So it's going to be out, down, out, together. Just try to make sure that you're getting down every time. If you want to do this in front of a mirror to wash yourself, awesome. Or what I can also recommend too is touching the floor every time you squat. So down like this, because that really ensures that I'm getting down, and then back up. But try to keep your head up, because I don't want this, I want this, okay? And touch the floor. All right, ab exercise. These are called knee tucks. So again, you're going to put them underneath your toes. And a knee tuck is you're gonna be in your plank position, and you're going to pull your knees into your stomach. So we're gonna get into our plank, our straight arm plank position. And then I'm going to use my lower abs to bring my knees in and then out. All with keeping my back straight and my butt not in the air. Okay, so in and out.